Alrighty, fellas, I've already been shiny hunting for like an hour or two today, so we're a little bit late into this start, but I did start today with around 55,000 encounters dry. I'm now at 56,000 encounters. I actually have some eggs to go ahead and swap out, so I'm gonna do that really quick. But we're at about 56,000 encounters dry. My team is currently rank 6. Here is the top 10 list at the beginning of day 3 of Shiny War, the 3rd annual PokeMMO Shiny War day 3. Ha ha ha. And this is the top 10 list. My team is currently ranked 6 due to no help of my own. I have not gotten a shiny, but hopefully my encounters are in. Someone yesterday said it's an important necessary variable. They were like, you're a necessary variable for your team, Patrouski. And I was like, that's the greatest thing. That's the greatest way to say, like, fuck yo dumbass for being dry. Like, that was the greatest way to be like, it's okay that you're dry, king, you know, pat on the back. That was very sweet. I appreciate whoever's, I forget the name, but whoever said that thing, I haven't stopped thinking about it, so thank you so much. We're continuing our days as normal. I don't know if I have much news to cover today to start the stream off, aside from just encounters and rank and stuff like that. I might try to cover catch events here in a quick sec, so I want to try to get back to that where possible. But I gotta focus on shiny hunting first, Pokemon news second. Okay, I did not think about this, but honestly, it makes total sense. There are no other official catch events scheduled right now, aside from just the one week 5 out of 8 tournament catch event. That's really interesting. It makes sense because it's Shiny War. It's the first week of Shiny War, but it's kind of surprising to see literally no other catch events. I bet it's just all hands on deck with War. But there is one catch event scheduled right now. It is the week 5 out of 8 catch event for those who are wondering. It's at the Desert Resort in Unova. It's on Saturday the 8th of August. It's at noon ET. My plan for this, for those wondering, is I'm probably going to go quick ball a Pokemon or two until I get like a 120 plus IV Pokemon or total score Pokemon. And then I'm going to submit that Pokemon early so I can get my points. During these events, you can submit early, get your submission points, and then go back to Shiny Wars. So I'm gonna go like do, you know, quick ball 1 to 3 Pokemon ideally, and then just go back to Shiny Wars and still get enough qualifier points to make it to the 8-week finale. So make sure you do that if you're interested in that, if you're doing Shiny Wars. There is Sandile, Dwebble, Larvitar, Brave +4, Adamant +4, Sassy +4. This is probably a really good event to try to win. If you're like an Ironman account not doing Shiny War, or an Ironman account who can spare the time during Shiny War, it's a little bit less serious, this is probably a very, very good catch event to try to sneak in a victory, because there will be far less players doing this than normal. Far less. There is a Gift Crocorock up for grabs. A Crocodile is a really good PVM Pokemon used in tons of raids, used in the Pumpkin fight, and then tons of other PVM. 1,000 RP as well if you're an Ironman really matters. Or if you're a main account, the extra 1.6 mil Pokeyen essentially is quite nice. Or like a free XP reamplifier if you're a newer player, you know? Second place is 500 RP, and third and fourth are 250. Plus the qualifier points, but those are less impactful, I would say, in my opinion. But they can matter. That's the one catch event that is scheduled right now for those who were curious. Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and welcome to the first achievement showcase that I will be cataloging ahead of time, so to make my Shiny War process a little bit easier. So welcome. If you aren't familiar, the achievement showcase is a way for me to show off your guys' achievements. You can post them in my Discord around the Is Patrouski live chat. It's under the Patrouski content, and it's a way for me to show off your guys' accomplishments, what you're doing in PokeMMO, what the average player is doing in PokeMMO, while also giving players some ideas, some thought process, some what do I want to do today? You know, figuring out what you want to do each day within PokeMMO is the most important thing. Wow, I just caught my RP on my Ironman account in live time. What are the odds of that? Anyway, we're gonna continue. We do it live. We're gonna continue the achievement showcase. Okay. First things first. Who completed some cool stuff today? Let's go see. We got a PvP reward. Okay, from T-Wop. I started playing PokeMMO casually last week, and after watching your Iron Man series, I managed to rush 4 gym badges and win enough randoms PvP games to win my first free PvP reward Pokemon Torterra before the reset. Dude, PvP rewards are a big deal. Your first one is a big deal. Super proud of being able to manage my time with work and life while also being able to get this accomplishment. I mean, that's the best kind of PokeMMO accomplishment, one that you can get with proper work-life PokeMMO balance. So shout out to T-Wop for doing that, and congratulations, man. Torterra is a really cool Pokemon to get as well. Next up is Wooper. 27,000 encounters for a shiny Wooper from Nate the What. Pretty simple, but solid shiny, and one of the best first shinies you can go for. I don't think this is like one of it. I don't know what shiny hunt of this his is. It might be like his 20th, might be his second, might be his first. I have no idea. Either way, it's always a great shunt. Time Swipe Horde shunts near a PC are always fantastic. And for everybody, congratulations to you on your solid Wooper. A big personality question in PokeMMO is, do you prefer shiny Wooper or Quagsire? There's no wrong answer. Both are amazing. I'm a Quagsire guy, but I think a lot of people are Wooper gang. Next up, to Rowan, got himself a free shiny Donphan while XP training. We take those. I like this mentality. We take those. Yeah, it's a passive shunt. Donphan Dodrio, what we call a passive shunt. You don't want to go rush out of your way generally to get something like a shiny Donphan or a Dodrio, because you'll get them on the way while XP training. Same with things like certain EV training spots. If you ever want a shiny Slowbro, Maril, there's a bunch, Stunfist, Mantine, Pelipper. These are Pokemon that like you don't need to. If you want to rush them, you can, but you don't need to rush these shinies because you can just EV train at those locations and play the long game on them. All right, congratulations on your 11,000 encounter, shiny Donphan. Next up is Rowan again. He's got 2 in the same achievement showcase, man. He finished his Pokedex this week and was inspired to make a 6x31 water spout perfect Blastoise. I think that's what's really cool about this, and it's hidden ability. It has hidden ability access if he wants to go hidden ability. I think the fact that this is just like, this is a perfect Pokemon. It's cool to complete your Pokedex and want to make a perfect Pokemon. You know, it's just a cool thing, a great achievement to see, man. You only complete your Pokedex once. Congratulations, dude. Next up, Dragon Lord. First time completing a region with a huge handicap. So firstly, I was not allowed to buy anything from Pokemarts or trade. That's not even Pokemarts, is pretty nuts. That's a really cool restriction that I've not seen before, which I semi-broke by getting Flamethrower on Zoroark since I was stuck at the Elite Four in Johto. It's your own challenge. More power to you, man. I never bought a single Pokeball. All Pokemon were caught using balls that I found in the wild, or like, holy crap. Secondly, only first Pokemon per route. Got lucky with Zoroark as it was in a swarm. That's a cool Pokemon to add to this team. Thirdly, no gift Pokemon, including your starter Pokemon. So you have to catch the first Pokemon on the first route. He got a Sentret. All Pokemon are the level that I completed Johto. And I must say, it was close. Alakazam was the last Mon versus Gyarados at a slither of HP. It was a clutch win, and this challenge was fun as hell. I love, who doesn't love custom challenges like this in games? I mean, there's a huge, we see that surge of that in like YouTube content. I think doing it for yourself, just having a fucking fun time, having a blast. I love seeing people record challenges like this. Don't get me wrong, you know, wink, wink. But this is sick, man. Congratulations to you, Dragon Lord, on completing a very fucking cool accomplishment. Thank you for sharing. Next up, this guy's got fucking, Pokenuts, okay? Holy Luddy Bean. Bringing a damp Pokemon to fossil farming is overrated. About this guy, so what happened was, this guy encountered a shiny Graveler without a damp Pokemon. These Gravelers have Explosion or Self-Destruct, whatever it is. It's about a 25% chance that it just dies, okay? He threw a Quick Ball at this thing. Quick Ball is not 100% catch rate, okay? It's 78%, which is still high. But like, if I were to ask you, would you rather have a 78% chance to catch a shiny or 100%, you'd probably say the 100% and bring a damn Pokemon. But this is fucking, I respect the bravery, man. This is, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad it didn't explode, man. Congratulations to you, Luddy. Next up, we've got, dude, look at the encounter on this. Oh my god. I quit PokeMMO, but then I came back. I had to quit PokeMMO. I had quit. Previously, I'd quit. Came back. Had never gotten a shiny. Today, I randomly decided I wanted to play, and this is what I got after 76 hours. 76 hours, 75 encounters on the encounter counter. You only lock the encounter counter after your first region, and obviously took a break. Probably came back, you know, with the encounter counter being fresh. 75 encounters shiny tentacle. 75 encounters. What the fuck, dude? So his first shiny was at 75 encounters. This next guy got his first shiny at 76,000 encounters. The duality of shunters, ladies and gentlemen. Hit my first shiny. Started my journey hunting for water types and blue colored shinies. This is their first one. 76,000. That's insane. Well, maybe I'm sorry if I misread this. If this was not your first shiny, my apologies. Just your first shiny towards this hunt. Apologies if I misunderstood. I might have misread the first time, but still, either way, regardless, a 76,000 encounter shiny Psyduck, a very deserved, very earned hunt. Congratulations to you, gamer. Hopefully, get some wet streaks coming your way. And a second shiny Psyduck, this one in the Safari Zone. In 2022, I lost a shiny Psyduck in the Safari Zone. 4 years later, I was able to reclaim it during my team Safari Week. What a full circle moment. If you play Pokemon long enough, experiencing these full circle moments, these stars aligned type beats are what MMOs are all about, in my opinion. Congratulations, dude. We've got 2 more massive achievements to go ahead and cover. Next up, we've got from Team Uxie, who's been popping off. Shout out Team Beans, Team Uxie. Shout out, good luck to you in China. We're hopefully you're doing well. 8 months of playing PokeMMO, 1,700 plus hours, 22 OT shinies, and over 30,000 eggs on 3 different accounts, and they finally hit their first ever rare end egg shiny. The video is no longer available. I tried to look it up on Achievable, but apparently they also broke their mic while screaming so loud over the reaction, which is the most valid reason to break your mic of all time while gaming. Congratulations, man. Who doesn't love an Absol? Like, shiny Absol's fucking sick. Yeah, who would have? It's kind of like up there with like Charizard, Metagross. Like, I've never met someone who doesn't like shiny Charizard. Like, I think it's not like my favorite shiny, but it's hard to deny how damn cool it is, you know? The same is true with Absol, is what I'm trying to say. Congratulations, man. And for the first day of Shiny War, I think it's only poetic that we have a Shiny War showcase from 2025. This comes from Agarthal. I'm so sorry. Agarthal. Finally, about a month before Shiny War is in 2026, I decided to make a showcase post of my last Shiny War in 2025. I was lucky as fuck and I ended up getting a top 19 player in the entire event, which can be something they say like, oh, can be meaningless. I disagree. I think it's incredibly meaningful and incredibly fucking sick, but it's valuable for me even if you were lucky. It's one of those things, like, luck is always going to impact Shiny War, but you still have to get the encounters to even get lucky. Like, someone who is lucky and not working as hard is always going to lose to someone who is lucky and working hard, you know? Shiny War is all about working hard, and then you hope for some luck along the way, but you can only control with what you can control, and you have 30 people per team and a month long, so like, it really does even out and average out a lot of the RNG throughout war. I think it's a very, very skill-based event, but that's a whole different conversation. Even though there's always going to be, it's kind of like trading card games. Trading card games have like shuffling and, like, you know, bad draws, and there's always going to be RNG, but then the same people still like top 8 tournaments very consistently because it's still skill-based enough, even with a fair bit of inherent RNG. Anyways, it was valuable for me, even though I was lucky. I kept the love and effort for the game, so I get a chance to be lucky in 2020, potentially, is it or whatever. He got apparently no shinies in 2024. That's brutal. I love this game. I love shunting, and it's more meaningful to me to do this journey, including my first egg shunt I ever dreamed about since starting the game back in 2017. And I even got a swarm starter. Holy, I was explicitly thinking about how the swarm rate, the shiny rate for full swarms should be like lower. That's a whole different, I actually don't know. I have to think about it. I'm not sure. Should the shiny rate for swarms be lower? I'm open to that. 1 in 7,500 seems really low, to be fair, like too low. But I'm open to lowering it to like 1 in 20k, or maybe 1 in 10. I don't know. I don't know. It's debatable. I'm open to that. That's a good discussion, honestly. It's an interesting discussion. Anyways, moving on. That's a whole different talking point. Luckily, I was able to ignore laziness after a full year and finally post my shiny journey on the forums, which I cannot share here for whatever reason. Sorry about that. Showcasing the Venipede Lash on the War. This is a fucking beautiful showcase, and I really like that, like, there was this leaderboard. And we can see him, Agarthal, at rank 19. I think that's really fucking cool. I think trying to go Shiny War, like, even if your team does not place well, it can be a solo journey. Like, you doing well, you grinding, you putting in the hours, like, that matters so fucking much. So just the most respect and love to Agarthal. Thank you for sharing what like a true Shiny War journey looks like, dude. And that is the end of our first achievement showcase in the 3rd ever PokeMMO official Shiny War, the first one for my Iron Man account. Bro, Discover with Sim just messaged me this and said encounters. This is fresh, right? So, for reference, Discover with Sim just got a shiny Cranidos yesterday. I believe like 65k encounters, right? Like super deep into, like, super dry, super deep into a hunt. I think it was like a 65,000 encounter shiny Cranidos. And look at RNG evening itself the fuck out. This was right after Cranidos, yeah. 18 encounters. An 18 encounter shiny is also 31 speed. Hell yeah. That is gorgeous, dude. That is sick. Beautiful, man. Nice catch after the Cranidos. I think I've seen this, but I haven't shown it on stream. This is nuts, dude. This Pokemon is called Iron Backfire, okay? And it was caught by Iron Lion on 7/25/26, about 6 days before Shiny War began. I think he was just getting some encounters, maybe legendary hunting, and he ran into a shiny Cyndaquil on an Iron Man account at 44,000 encounters 6 days before Shiny War began. So close. That's fucking so close. to snagging huge Iron Man shiny points. But this is, I mean, it's a shiny Cyndaquil, so you can't be too mad. That is beautiful. That's a sick. Also, one day he'll need a shiny Ditto as an Iron Man account, but one day you could try to breed this up into a gym rerun. Imagine having a gym rerun shiny Typhlosion on an Iron Man account. That would go bonkers. Fellas, now we have big news. Apparently, our boy Timmy Two Tapper just got a secret shiny SHEDINJA. This is one of the coolest shinies in all of PokeMMO, in my opinion. This is incredibly, disgustingly rare. Oh my god, and it's 2 times 31, 1 times 30. Dude, what the fuck? Secret Shiny SHEDINJA is one of the coolest shinies in the game. It's so unique. If you don't know, to shiny hunt SHEDINJA, you need to evolve a Nincada with an empty party spot in your party, and it will split off into a Ninjast and a SHEDINJA. And you have to do that. You have to evolve 30,000 Nincadas on average to get a SHEDINJA. And so to get a secret shiny one, right, you have to evolve 480,000 Nincadas. You have to buy 480,000 Nincadas and then evolve 480,000 Nincadas on average to get a secret shiny SHEDINJA. This is work of fucking legends. This is some fucking Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Return of Timmy Two Tapper type shit. This is fucking sick, dude. Congratulations, man. That is a amazing legendary shiny in PokeMMO, and I fucking love it, dude. That's so sick. Okay, we've got Crazy Conqueror's Bad Fur Day in the background and a great story to go ahead and share. Meatman said in my Discord, I failed my first shiny today. I ran into a Claydol in Relic Castle by complete surprise, and it used Explosion, and it really stung. I wasn't prepared, and I didn't even know it had that move. But I didn't give up. I went back to that spot out of spite, even though I wasn't going to shiny hunt that Pokemon initially, armed with a damp Pokemon this time. And I swore to myself that I would reclaim it. And I'm here to say that I actually overcame those odds this shiny war. And I could have given up and I went to play something else, but I didn't. Don't give up if things aren't going your way. Grit your teeth and keep going. I love this kind of story. I love this kind of sentiment. Much love to you, Meatman, and congratulations. This is fucking sick, brother. Nice work. I love the spite shiny hunt. That is fucking beautiful, man. Alrighty, fellas, and at 2:32 p.m. on August 3rd, day 3 into Shiny War, we hit 60,000 encounters dry on the Iron Man account. That is 37,431 encounters since war has begun. We keep motherfucking going. Dude, shout out Team Void and Kaisdada. I'm gonna call him that, but I'm gonna rock with it. SHALPHA Murkrow, he just fucking hatched. Less than 3,000 encounters. Dude, this has gotta be like a peak SHALPHA. The purple with the yellow glow, that contrast. That is a peak pretty SHALPHA. Congrats to Team Void. That is a peak. I don't know how many. That's a lot of points. How many points is that, chat? That is a peak pretty SHALPHA, dude. Congratulations, man. Nice pick, dude. Congrats, dude. Is it crazy to think about PokeMMO having a 15th year anniversary event next year? I don't think it's crazy. They did the 10-year anniversary event, and they talked about bringing it back in future years, and unfortunately never did. I would love to see them bring it back for the 5th. I think the 15th year makes the most sense. They can get around to that in development time. I would love that. The anniversary event to this day was still my favorite event ever in PokeMMO, even though it wasn't like the most lucrative. I mean, that's where alpha starters came from, to be fair. So like, if you picked up like alpha Charmanders and stuff from that event, I mean, you're cooking, you know? So like, there is things like that. They're like 17 mil a piece now. Crazy. Squirtle's like 14. I'm sure Wartortles and Blastoises are cheaper maybe. But like that event was pretty sick. It was just so fun. That event was so fun in my opinion. You had like this red boss fight before red existed, and it was so cool. It was just so cool, man. I would adore to see a 15th anniversary event personally. Patrouski's dying already. I'm definitely getting tired. Tomorrow might end up being my first break day from. We'll have to, I'm not totally sure yet. We'll have to see how I feel and stuff, and like sleep and get yada yada yada. But I definitely want to I want to take some break days off stream. At least 2 a week is probably the goal. But I've been loving OMG hit a shiny. So lame. What shiny, dude? Congratulations. I've been loving the fucking 10-hour stream, you know, plus. So it's been a vibe. It's been fun. It's been like a cool journey with so many people. But we have to have some responsible breaks in between, and that helps me keep up the shiny war nonsense. Alrighty, fellas, but I think that's going to give us the 10-hour stream in the books. More encounters gained, as always. Still lots of progress to make off stream. I might take my first break off of a stream tomorrow. I mentioned that already, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Join me on these streams whenever I go live. I go live as soon as possible on pretty much every day on Twitch and on YouTube, whichever you prefer to watch on. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the content, YouTube membership, Switch Prime, Switch subs, and PayPal and Venmo donations, which you guys have gone above and beyond on, have really allowed Shiny War to be possible for me. You guys have made me be able to grind like this and put in these hours and try to go for these shinies and be 63,000 encounters dry. So thank you all so fucking much. Have a great day. Good luck on your shinies and your Shiny War. I will see you guys either tomorrow or the next day. But for now, fellas, peace, Areno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here, and I want to take this moment to say thank you to everybody who goes above and beyond, and thank you as the viewer to making it to the end of the video. I hope it was helpful today and maybe even a little bit of fun. Thanks again for watching, and have a good one.